Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for December 30th through January 11th. The pattern for December 30th to January 3rd, we're still forecasting a ridge here across western North America. Have strong positive high anomalies here. And we have a deep trough across the east central states, across eastern North America. Now, energy will be dropping down the eastern side of the ridge and help maintain the trough of the east. Some of the models are indicating a strong ridge in the west, a stronger ridge in the west than other models that may influence conditions in the east. Expect multiple shots of reinforcing Arctic air that will result in below normal temperatures across the nation from the Rockies to the eastern U.S. over the next week as cold, high pressure settles in to the east of a sharp, quasi-stationary front banked up against the Rockies. A system is forecast to develop over the western Atlantic over the weekend, which may influence areas of the eastern seaboard, and this will have to do with the strength of the western ridge and also the deepness and how negative the trough in the east is. However, the trend right now is further offshore. The Arctic surges across the lake will favor additional lake effect snows. Moisture could surge across the Gulf Coast and could bring wintry precipitation threat to that region. The west will remain on the mild side, and energy could bring precipitation to the northwest and northern Rockies and the north central states later in the period. January 2nd to the 6th. The models are good agreement. They maintain our ridge here, trough across this area of the nation. This is a GFS. And we go to the 6th. We see very little change. Now, we'll take a look at the models. But one thing I want to note here, this is European deterministics and then the NAEFS and deterministics. Now, I want to show you here, this is European. The European ensembles are showing a stronger ridge here. So I have to see how that may influence this trough in the east. It looks pretty neutral right now. And then we look at the Canadian. So the models are in good agreement on this. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures here, with the numbers of 10 degrees or more are forecast. Below normal temperatures are forecast for this region here, with the numbers of 6 to 12 degrees below normal. I think this is a little overdone, but we'll see if this is correct. This is I think the European ensembles forecasting temperatures to be 18 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and here. Probability of occurrence is 30%. And we have above normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is 30 to 55%. Now a look at the period for January 7th to the 11th. Here we're at the 7th. This is the GFS, and we're expecting some de-amplification and possible pattern flip. And I'll show you that during this period. We start at the 7th, we go through the period, pattern flattens. Now we start seeing a trough here in the west, and a ridge in the east, almost a zone of flow. And we take, this is a year, let me see what model this is. This is the GEFS. This is, I think, the European ensembles. Yep, European ensembles trough, somewhat of a ridge here. And then we take a look at the Canadian, showing the same thing. But keep in mind, the ridge over the eastern North Pacific is contributing to troughing and cold temperatures downstream across much of North America into early this month. However, the ridge over the eastern Pacific is expected to break down, leading to a possibly mild pattern beyond the first few days of the month, shown right here. A return of the Ural Ridge early in the month favors an active energy transfer to the troposphere from the troposphere to the stratosphere. However, the predicted resultant perturbation of the stratospheric polar vortex, especially the building of heights over northwest North Canada, favor a return to cold temperatures across eastern North America later in the month. We'll have to wait and see. So I think this trend will be a little, it'll be temporary. So for this forecast period for now, forecasting below normal temperatures here, I think this is way overdone. Right now I'm forecasting anomalies to be about 6 degrees or a little bit more than that. And we have above normal temperatures here. Forecast anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees. Of about 6 degrees, maybe 4 to 6 degrees above normal for precipitation. Miles still having issues in forecasting the precipitation for most of the nation. However, this is the best I can figure out is above normal precipitation for this region here with a probability of occurrence of 30 to 55%. So that's the long-range weather forecast discussion for December 30th through January 11th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather and have a good day.